Have you ever felt like the world around you is moving too fast, but your mind is frozen in chaos? Like you're smiling on the outside, but screaming on the inside? You're not alone. This isn't just stress. It's not just a bad day. It's a silent storm that millions face every day, quietly, painfully, and often alone. But what if I told you there's a way to calm the storm without medication, without expensive therapy sessions, and without pretending everything's okay? Let me show you how to rebuild your mental fortress, one technique at a time. Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Elara. She was brilliant, creative, and seemingly had everything. Yet every morning, her chest felt tight, her thoughts scattered, and her energy drained. She described it as drowning in shallow water. She could see the surface, but couldn't breathe. One day, she reached her breaking point. Not because something terrible happened, but because nothing changed. The same routine, same anxiety, same self-doubt, day after day, like clockwork. So she made a decision, not a loud, dramatic decision, but a quiet whisper in her mind. This can't be my life. That decision was the beginning of her journey to mental freedom. Elara started with something deceptively simple: breathing. Not just any breathing, but conscious, diaphragmatic breathing. She learned the Ra 4-7-8 technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Every morning before checking her phone, she'd sit quietly and breathe. After just 2 weeks, something strange happened. The noise in her mind softened. It wasn't gone, but it didn't scream anymore. But breath alone wasn't enough. Next, Elara tackled her internal dialogue, the critic in her head, the voice that whispered she wasn't good enough. So she began a practice called cognitive restructuring. Anytime a negative thought popped up, "I'm so lazy. I'll never get this right," she wrote it down and challenged it. Is this 100% true? What evidence do I have against this thought? And for every toxic belief, she built a new one. I am overwhelmed, but I'm doing my best. I failed today, but I'm not a failure. Tiny rewrites, massive shifts. She didn't stop there. Elara created a mental toolkit. Inside were her personal tools: box breathing for panic attacks, visualization for stress relief, journaling for emotional clarity, gratitude lists to rewire her brain. Each night, she'd write down 3 things she was grateful for, even if it was just my blanket or the smell of coffee. It sounded ridiculous at first, but neuroscience shows that gratitude literally rewires the brain to notice the good. Elara also made a pact: no toxic input before bed, no news, no scrolling, no comparing herself to people online. Instead, she read stories, listened to music, or meditated, because she learned that what you feed your mind becomes your mood. And finally, she learned to say no to people who drained her, to guilt trips, to overworking herself to the point of collapse. She replaced her yes with boundaries, not walls, but fences, protective, kind, firm. It's been a year since Elara began. She still has bad days, but she doesn't drown in them anymore. Because she built a raft made of techniques. She learned to ride the storm instead of being destroyed by it. And now, she teaches others what she learned. Here's what her journey teaches us. Your mental health isn't a switch you flip. It's a garden you tend, a muscle you strengthen, a skill you learn. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be aware. So if you're feeling lost, anxious, or numb, don't wait for the world to change. Change how you meet the world. If this story made your heart feel seen, if Elara's journey sounded familiar, then your journey starts now. I've created more videos just like this, where we dive deeper into healing techniques, emotional mastery, and the psychology of peace. Because healing your mind shouldn't be a mystery. So before you scroll away, tap into the next video. You never know which one could change your life forever.